Good morning, good morning. Here we are. So let's get ready for the class. Maybe we can wait like one more minute before we begin our class. Good morning, Adriana Preciosa. Good morning. Remember that you have to open your book on page 60. Okay, we are going to begin on page 60 with everything ready, prepared and ready to participate. Okay, it's time. Let's then begin our class. Let me just do one more thing over here. That way we are ready. Sorry if you hear noises. ¿Escuchan algún ruido de construcción y todo eso, mis chicos preciosos? Me disculpan, pero se están construyendo unas cositas acá los vecinos. So, concentrémonos en la clase y si se oye mucho ruido, olvidémonos de eso, ¿ok? Let's see, I'm going to
Sí, igual a mí unos vecinos están construyendo algo también.
Really? Miren, estas vacaciones les ha agarrado.
Sí.
Bueno, no son ni vacaciones, en estas cuarentenas les ha agarrado para estar construyendo un montón de cosas en las casas. So, solo concentrémonos en la clase. Si hay mucho ruido, trate de concentrarse más en lo que estamos haciendo. Okay, we are going to silence everybody. Here we are. Okay. Okay, we are sharing the screen now. Just have a look at one thing. Excellent, okay. As always, we are going to check our screen. Can you see the screen, sweeties? ¿Podemos verla? Can you send me a message? If you can see the screen? No problem with the screen? Excellent, Marianne, thank you. Muy bien, Adriana. Dice que también la puede ver. Okay, excellent. Yes, yes. Carlito says no. Why, Carlos? Revisa bien tu compu, porque mira también Arielita, Adriana, Marianne, pueden verla. Very good, Diego López. Hersen. Ok. Ya estamos aquí con yes, 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 que podemos ver la pantalla. También vamos a tener un audio, así que cuando yo lo coloque, si usted no lo puede escuchar, me manda un mensajito, ¿ok? Espero que todos podamos escuchar el audio. Very good, Mia. Excellent. Good, Herson. Okay, let's begin. This is our EFL class, and we are going to begin our class on page 60. This is the Lighthouse Keeper story. And we are also going to learn about India this time, okay? So the story of the Lighthouse Keepers, and we are going to learn about India. Okay, welcome to our class. Let's begin with our warm-up, okay? Before we read, before we listen to the story, and before we read the story, we are going to answer some questions. This is going to be like things that you know in general, okay? If you don't know them, don't worry. We are going to see the answers together. Okay, but this is general information. If you know the answer, we will discuss it. If you don't know the answer, it's okay. We will see the answers together. So it says, answer the questions before you read. Number 1, what's the fastest bird in the world? Do you know what's the fastest bird in the world? Number 2, how can you find out about records? Number 3, what record would you like to know about? Now, after reading these questions, we know that we are going to talk about the Guinness World Records. Okay, this is a very important book because here you can find a lot of information about um, very interesting topics and see um, facts and examples of amazing world records. Okay, for example, number one, what's the fastest bird in the world? Do you have an idea? Does someone has an idea? You can give me just your opinion. Do you think or do you believe that this bird X, okay, it's the fastest? Okay, Diego Lopez says that the eagle. Very good, Diego. Okay, it could be. Well, Dia said it could be the eagle. Also, Carlito says the eagle. Okay, maybe. Yes, we are not sure about that. We are going to find out. Descubramos. A ver, let's see. What's the fastest bird in the world? Oh, the fastest. Very good, Carlos. He said falcon too, and here is a falcon. But the proper name or the real name of this falcon is the peregrine falcon. Okay, the peregrine falcon. That is the fastest bird in the world. Excellent, very good job. The peregrine falcon. Okay, then we have number two. How can you find out about records? If you need to find out about a specific record, maybe the world's fastest bird or the tallest man in the world, how can you find this record? Where can you look for it? Do you have an idea? Have you ever wanted to find information about a specific world record? The biggest bird, the slowest animal. Okay, how can you find out about these records? Let's see. Oh, here is the answer. If you want to find out about records, you have to check in the Guinness World Record book. You have to go and check in that book because there you are going to find all the world records. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Okay, they are very interesting. You can find out a lot of information, names, dates, places, okay, pictures. You're going to see a lot of pictures and they are very nice. Let's see number three. What record would you like to know about? Okay, here I need your opinion. What record would you like to know about? Are you interested maybe in the biggest house or the biggest tower or the smallest cat? Are you interested in a specific world record? Do you want to find out about a specific world record? I don't know if you want to, right? But I want to know about a lot of things. So let's see. How about the fastest person in the world? That is what I want to know in the world record. I want to know about the fastest person in the world. That would be interesting. Who could be the fastest? And to find this information, I need to check on the Guinness World Record. Oh, Carlito said that he wants to know about the record of the Rubik Cube. Excellent, Rubik Cube. Okay, who has the world record in putting together the Rubik Cube. That's good, Carlos. That's very interesting. That would be a great information, right? So we have to look for that information in the Guinness World Record. Okay, now we are going to move to the first part of the story. Now that we had our warm-up, discussing information about the Guinness, what we know about the Guinness World Record, we are going to listen to the story, the first part of the story. So please send me a message saying yes if you can hear the audio, okay? And pay attention to the audio. Send me yes if you can hear the audio, and then pay attention to the first part of the story.
Track 54. Listen to the first part of the story, A Book of Records.
Can you hear it? Okay, yes, good. Thank you, yes, good. Okay, then let's pay attention to the story, okay?
What's the fastest bird in the world? What's the heaviest land animal? Check the answers in the Book of Guinness World Records.
Hey, look at that! That's amazing!
But how did the book start? One day, Sir Hugh Beaver, director of the Guinness Brewery, was talking to some friends. They didn't know the name of the fastest bird in Europe. They looked in books, but they couldn't find the answer. Sir Hugh decided to publish a book about records with the help of some friends. They published it in 1954. They named it after Sir Hugh's company. It became the most famous book of records in the world.
Okay, this is the first part of our story, and we have learned that this book was created by Sir Hugh Beaver. Him and other friends got together and they decided to write this book because they wanted to find information about specific topics and that they needed to know. And they didn't find any kind of information about it. So this book was published in 1954, right, by Sir Hugh Beaver. He was the director of the Guinness Brewery. That's why the book was named after him. That's why it is called the Guinness World's Book Record of Records, World Records book, because it was named after Sir Hugh Beaver, who was the director of the Guinness Brewery. Okay, now that we know the first part and we know how everything is started, let's hear the second part. Let's turn the page to number 61. Let's go to page 61 and let's listen to the second part of the story. Let's see.
Track 55. Listen to the second part of the story. Here are some facts taken from the book. Remember that they keep changing. Maybe you would like to check them today. The oldest person in the world is Edna Parker. She is 114 years old. Shi Shun, a Mongolian man, is the tallest man on earth. He's 54 years old and is 2 meters and 36 centimeters tall. He's married to a woman who is 1 meter, 61 centimeters tall. A Chinese woman called Xia Qiping has hair 5.6 meters long. It's the longest hair in the world, and it takes the longest time to dry after she washes it. The heaviest land animal in the world is the African elephant. It weighs up to 7 tons. It also has the largest ears. The smallest dog in the world is named Brandy. Brandy is a female Chihuahua in Florida. She is only 15 centimeters long.
Okay.
And finally, here is the
The last
answer to
one.
the question from the previous page. The peregrine falcon, Falco peregrinus, is the fastest living creature, reaching speeds of 199 kilometers per hour and up to 270 kilometers per hour when catching birds in midair. Can you find it on these pages?
Yes, Christiana. She looks like Rapunzel, right? The girl with the longest hair. Cristiano says that she looks like Rapunzel. And it's true because she has a really long hair, 5.6 meters long, imagine. So here are some examples in the second part of the story. We find some examples of what we could discovered in the Guinness Book, right? We have the oldest person in the world is Edna Parker. We have Shishun, a Mongolian man, who is the tallest man on earth. The heaviest land animal also is the African elephant. And now we know it, right? And the smallest dog in the world is named Brandy. There you can see him. He's the smallest dog. Remember that this book is going to change every single year. Every year, right, is going to change because the information updates, right? So it's going to be actual information every single year. So the names here could vary, but we have here some examples. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. I have here some world's records of my own. I'm going to show you some pictures from the Guinness World's Record from 2019, right? I'm going to show you some pictures so you can have a look at more world records. Number one, we have the tallest dog. Here you can see the tallest dog, right? This is part of the world's Guinness records. It's very tall. Just look at this. We also have the smallest cat. They can fit inside a cup, a teacup. Imagine they can fit inside a teacup. They are very small. Then we have the tallest man. He is here with several friends, and you can see that he is really tall. He is the tallest man from the Guinness World Records from 2019. And here we have something from Central America. We have the biggest pupusa. I don't know if it was created in El Salvador or Guatemala, but this event happened here in Central America. It was the biggest pupusa ever created. Yeah, it looks delicious, right, Maria? Imagine such a big pupusa. Oh my God. It will take a lot of people to finish it up, right? Okay, let's continue. You like pupusas? I think everybody loves pupusas, Santiago. And they will eat it if they really like pupusas. But I think they did. They loved it. Okay, let's see. Here is the biggest pumpkin competition. It was a fantastic competition, and the biggest pumpkins competed. Just look at this. Oh my God, yes, Mia. Oh my God, look at the size of this pumpkin. And the kids, they are really enjoying it. So this was the biggest pumpkin competition. Finally, we have the biggest cake. Just look at this delicious, beautiful cake. It is in the Guinness World Records because it is up to, in 2019, it has been the biggest cake, right? Just look at this. It looks beautiful. Okay, on the exercise that you have on page 61, it says investigate 3 more records and write them down. I already gave you several examples. Now you will have to look for information. When we finish the class, you're going to write down 3 more world records. Okay, you just have to look for them. You can, if you investigate, you're gonna find several examples of world records, and you just write them down. The smallest bird, and the fastest lizard. Okay, you just need to investigate 3 more world records. But that is when we finish the class, okay? When you send me the pictures, you send me information about these 3 world records, okay? Recuerde, esta parte del trabajo, usted lo va a investigar cuando terminemos la clase. Y lo va a completar. 3 records, 3 que usted encuentre, right? You're gonna find the information, you write it down. Okay, that was on page 61. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. And we arrived to India. This is the Light Up the World section. And here we have India. Okay, India. Let's have a look. What do we know about India? We are going to read it. Who can help me? This time I need your help and your participation. Let me see. Raise your hand if you want to read. We are going to read this part about India. Who can help me? Reading about India. Let's see if we have volunteers. Who wants to read? Let me see, or I can choose someone as well. Right? Okay, yes, always. Yes, Carlitos, I know that you always participate because you're fantastic. But this time, how about we give the opportunity to another classmate? Let's see. This time, who can read? Let me see who can help me reading. Dieguito Lopez, can you help me read, please, baby? Can you turn on your microphone, Diego Lopez, and help me reading? Let's read a little bit about India. Thank you, Diego. Let's read.
India is a very large country. It has more than 1 billion inhabitants and over
800 languages.
language. The national flag of India symbolizes freedom. It's
good.
orange and at the top, white in the middle, and dark green at the bottom. The orange stands for courage, the white for truth, and the green for faith. In the center of the white band, there is a blue wheel that indicates the Dharma
Chakra?
chakra,
Yes,
the
very good.
wheel of love.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Diego. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We learned today about India, that it is a very large country, that it has a lot of people. Okay, 1 billion inhabitants, imagine. They really have a lot of people. And they have over 800 languages. Okay, so because there is a variety of people, there is a variety of languages as well. Okay, yes, I know, Santiago, it is amazing. India is a very big country and really populated. There is a lot of people, but at the same time, it's sad. But India is a very poor country, maybe because they have too many people, right? There is a lot of poverty. They are very poor in India. It says that the national flag of India symbolizes freedom. And the colors are at the top orange, white in the middle, and dark green at the bottom. The orange is going to stand for courage, the white for truth, and the green color for faith. Okay? In the center of the white band, there is a blue wheel that indicates the Dharma chakra, that it means the wheel of the law. Okay? The Dharma chakra, this wheel over here, means the wheel of the law. Eso significa la rueda de la justicia, de la ley. La rueda de la ley. That is the meaning of the Dharma chakra. Okay? Excellent. Let's see. Now we are going to continue and we're going to color the flag. If you have your colors over there, that is what we're going to do on page 62. The first part or the first exercise that we are going to complete is coloring the flag. We are going to color orange, the top part, and green, the bottom part. Remember that the wheel of the law is blue. Okay, so let's color it right now. And when you finish, you send me a yes. So we can continue, okay? Send me a yes. Yes, if you already finished. Send me a yes if you finished. Okay, we need to color the flag, orange at the top, green at the bottom, And the wheel of the law is going to be blue. Excellent. Carlito says yes. Santiago says yes. Very good. You are really fast, boys. Very good, Adriana. She finished already. Excellent. Very good job. Ariel says yes as well. Arielito, very good. Marianne says yes. Okay. Page 62 is done. Well, the first part. The first part. Okay, let's see. We are going to read and label the pictures. We are going to read about more about India and we are going to label the pictures. Okay. Okay, another volunteer, please, that can help me here reading. Do I have another volunteer that can help me read, please? Let's see, Janina, could you help me please reading? Turn on your microphone and that way we can read, please. Can you help me, Janina? Let's turn on our microphone. Excellent, Janina. Let's read. Most people.
Most people in India live in small villages in the countryside. They not have much money. They work hard in the public schools.
Very good.
Some families have a
families?
water
Yes.
to help them.
Women?
Women wear traditional clothes, color saris, because they do not have water in their houses. They collect it from their village well.
Excellent. Very good, Janina. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, more information about India. It says that they live in small villages in the countryside. And as I told you, India is a very poor country, so they don't have much money. They work very hard in the paddy fields, and some families have a water buffalo to help them. Some families, because most of them are very sad, are very poor. Yes, I know, Santiago. It's a very sad situation, but a lot of families live in poverty, and only some of them have a water buffalo to help them, right, in the paddy fields. Women wear traditional clothes called saris. Because they do not have water in their houses, they collect it from the village well. Okay, now that we know this, the instruction says, read and label the pictures. We already read, and now we are going to label the pictures. So let's see the first vocabulary word. Let's see the first vocabulary word that we have to find out. Let's see the first vocabulary word that we need to find out. Okay, let's see. The first one is, yes, paddy fields. And here we have a picture of the paddy fields. What we are going to do is that we are going to label this picture. So find the picture, and here's what you have to do. Label it this way, just like this. Paddy fields. You're gonna write it down. So word number one is paddy fields. Okay, we're going to look at it, and we are going to label it. We're going to write it down. Yes. Okay, let's see the second word. Water buffalo. This is part of our vocabulary words. Water buffalo. Here we have the pictures. So we look for them and then we write down the name. Okay, we label them. Okay, just like this. Here it is. Water buffalo. So you label the pictures. Water buffalo. Yes, thank you, Diego. The next one is saris. Excellent, Dieguito Lopez. Saris. Okay, and what is a saris? Is the clothes or the dress that women in India wear. This is a traditional cloth. Okay, traditional clothes. It is called saris. We are going to label it. There it is, a saris. And finally, the last word is well. Very good, Diego. You are ready. Here is the picture of the well. and we are going to label it. Here it is. Well, this is on page 62, and we are done, right? Okay, let's continue on page 63. Here we are. This time we are going to solve the crossword puzzle. Here we have the questions. Here we have the tips to solve the crossword puzzle. We are going to look for a place to live, the opposite of different, singular of people, information technology. These words are going to be found downward, down, going down. And across, where is the original Silicon Valley? Skirt, shirt, and socks are examples of, and the opposite of north. But before we find the answers, we are going to read, because here we are going to find most of the vocabulary that we need to solve the crossword puzzle. So I'm going to read for you. Just follow the reading. Vamos a seguir la lectura. Page 63. It says, Bangalore is a city in the south of India. The city, home to over 6 million people, is India's fifth largest. Okay, it is the fifth largest in India, this city. It's a very busy city and people wear Western clothes, live in modern apartments and drive the newest cars. Bangalore is considered the IT, which means information technology capital of India. It's often called the Silicon Valley of India because there are a lot of technological centers. It's similar to Silicon Valley in California. So this place, Bangalore, is a little bit different from the rest of India. Here they have a lot of technology and people, they live in beautiful apartments. They have the newest cars. Why? Because they are living in surrounded by technology. So these people study. These people are professionals. They have a lot of things to do in favor of technology. That's why this city is known as the Silicon of India, because it is similar to the Silicon Valley in California, USA. Okay, let's solve our crossword puzzle. Number one, it says a place to live. We already have here the answer. A place to live is apartment. So we are going to complete number one. It goes down, remember, down, apartment. Number one is apartment. The opposite of different. Who can help me with the opposite of different? Number two. Do you know the answer for number two? The opposite of different is, you will find this word in the reading that we just saw. En la lectura está, the one that we just read, the information. The opposite of different. Who can help me with the answer in number two? What is the opposite of different? Let's write it down here in the crossword puzzle. Let's see number two. Oh, very good. Number two. The opposite of different is similar. Similar. Very well. Number three, singular of people. What is the singular of people? People is plural. And the singular of people? Do you know the answer for number three? Singular of people. Do you know what is the singular of people? People is plural. The singular is person, okay? People is plural. The singular is person. Okay, person one, people 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see number four. It says information technology. Here we have it. The abbreviation is IT, EAT. Now let's go across. Where is the original Silicon Valley? Where is it? In California. Remember that it says, very good, Maura, it was it. Very good. Where is the original Silicon Valley? Do you remember that it says that it was in California? Let's see number six. We are moving faster because of the time. Skirt, shirt, and socks are examples of clothes. They are clothes. And the opposite of north is south. Okay, there we have our crossword puzzle. We finished it. And let's go to the last exercise. Here it says, describe a busy city in your country. Here we have an example of a really busy city. People walking, a lot of cars, traffic light, the guy walking the dog, and we have over here more ladies in a bicycle and with babies. So this is a busy city. Now I want you to describe your busy city. Okay, you are going to do it. I'm going to show you my example. Le voy a enseñar mi ejemplo. But this is my city, okay? Here it is. I chose Santa Tecla and I wrote down, Santa Tecla is a beautiful place, but it has too many cars. So the traffic is a nightmare. Okay, the traffic is a nightmare. El tráfico es una pesadilla because we have too many cars. So here is a busy city that I chose. This is my example, Santa Tecla. You can choose Lourdes, San Salvador, wherever you move, okay, your city. You can choose your city. Or you can choose Santa Tecla as well, but you describe it differently. Puedes escoger Santa Tecla, pero con una descripción un poquito diferente. Okay, this is going to be your example. So you have to write down a description of your busy city. This is my example, okay? Excellent, so we know what to do. Okay, this way we already finished. This was the last exercise. It was a wonderful class. I really liked all the information that we learned today about India and about different places. So also the Guinness World Record, that was a fantastic topic. So thank you very much for your attention, my babies. You are amazing. So thank you very much, and we are going to stop sharing. Okay, here we are again. Okay, do we have a question? Any question? Vamos a ver. I'm going to allow you to unmute your microphone. Here we are. If you want to turn on your microphone. Do you have any question? Preguntas, corazón?
No.
No? Everything was perfect?
No.
Okay, excellent. Very good job.
Chicos,
Los
le quiero
felicito.
contar un chiste buenísimo.
A ver, Chris.
Cuando estén tristes, agarren un zapato,
¿Por qué? Okay.
porque un zapato consuela.
Oh, oh, that was good. That was good, Cristiano. Muy bien, excelente. Bonita manera de terminar la clase. Thank you, Cristiano. Ok, sweeties, me mandan sus evidencias, sus fotos, por favor. Cualquier pregunta me lo mandan también. Y nos preparamos para más tardecito volvernos a ver para la siguiente clase. Ok, mis amores? I love you. See you next class. Bye, bye, bye. See you. Bye, bye, Mia. Thank you for participating, sweeties. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Bye,
Miss.
Bye, Dieguito.
Que nos volvamos a ver.
Yes, see you later. Bye, Ari. Adiós, mis corazones. Bye, 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 Marianne. Bye, sweetie. Adiós, adiós, adiós. See you.